Right, nobody was able to stop him. It's that type of shot, though. Even today, if anyone were to just take the time to learn how to shoot it, they would find that it's a very effective weapon, especially against tall defenders.
When you bring up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you're talking about pure excellence, a living monument of basketball with 6 MVP awards, 6 championships, and that legendary, unstoppable skyhook. Kareem carved his place among the greatest to ever play. But greatness doesn't come easy. It's forged in fire, in battles against the toughest rivals. So, who pushed Kareem to his absolute limit? Let's look at 6 legends that even Kareem himself admitted were the hardest challenges of his career. First up, Wilt Chamberlain, the unstoppable force. Wilt wasn't just tall, he was mythical, standing over 7 feet, built like a tank, yet moving with the grace of a god. Playing against Wilt wasn't basketball, it was like trying to stop an earthquake. For Kareem, every matchup felt like survival, strength, skill, and mental toughness against a man who looked unbeatable. Wilt didn't just want to win, he wanted to dominate and humiliate. The stats prove it, averaging 50 points a game in his prime, blocking shots like it was nothing, snatching rebounds from anyone in his way. Kareem once admitted, if you weren't ready to fight every possession, Wilt would embarrass you out there. And Wilt loved the mind games too. He'd look Kareem dead in the eyes and say, "Kid, even your best won't be enough." But instead of breaking him, those words fueled Kareem. Every insult sharpened his focus. Every challenge made him tougher. And that's where the skyhook came in. Even Wilt's monster wingspan couldn't stop it. Shot after shot, Kareem turned chaos into control. Their battles were like climbing a moving mountain. But Kareem always found a way to rise. Wilt demanded greatness from everyone he faced, and in doing so, he helped shape Kareem into the legend he became. For Kareem, Wilt wasn't just an opponent. He was the unstoppable force that defined his rise to immortality. Bill Walton, the definition of a team player, known for his sharp basketball IQ, crisp passing, and tireless rebounding, Walton brought a purity to the game that Kareem deeply respected. Kareem often said Walton wasn't just playing basketball, he was elevating it. You couldn't outsmart him because Bill always seemed 2 steps ahead. While most big men focused on scoring, Walton's gift was making everyone around him better. Facing him was less like a brawl and more like a chess match. He wasn't the most physically intimidating center, but his brilliance made up for it. With laser-sharp passing, he could spot a shooter in the corner or slip through the lane for a clever finish. Against Bill, you had to be flawless. Any mistake and he'd punish you. One game Kareem never forgot came in the 1977 playoffs. Walton's Portland Trail Blazers took down Kareem's Lakers. And Bill didn't just play, he controlled the game, grabbing rebounds, locking down on defense, and leading like a true general on the floor. Kareem later said the whole experience felt surreal. For Walton, it was never about piling up stats. It was about winning. Every move, every decision he made was tied to that purpose. Injuries may have cut his career short, but Kareem always acknowledged Walton as one of the rare players who could outthink and outplay even the greatest. He didn't just run an offense. He conducted it like a maestro with his orchestra. Kareem summed it up perfectly. Bill was all about chemistry, and that made him one of the toughest opponents I ever faced. Moses Malone, the ultimate warrior. When it came to pure willpower, nobody matched him. Kareem often described Moses as one of the fiercest competitors he ever went up against. He wasn't just battling on the court, he thrived on the physical grind. Nicknamed the chairman of the boards, Moses had a rare gift, turning missed shots into gold. Every rebound he grabbed felt like a dagger to the opponent. Malone wasn't about flash. He didn't care about showmanship. As Kareem once admitted, he simply worked harder than everyone else. It was exhausting, because he never stopped coming at you. And that was the truth. Moses's relentless motor made him impossible to ignore. Every possession was a war for position. Every inch of the floor was a battlefield. If you let your guard down for even a second, he'd snatch the rebound or force a foul. But what really set him apart was how he elevated entire teams. His crowning moment came in 1983, when he carried the Philadelphia 76ers to a championship, and earned MVP honors. His leadership wasn't about loud speeches, it was about action. Night after night, he showed up, ready to fight, ready to dominate. Kareem summed it up best: talent can only take you so far, but Moses proved effort and heart can take you further. That endless grind, that never-quit mentality, is what made Moses Malone one of Kareem's toughest adversaries, and a legend the game will never forget. Larry Bird, the cold-blooded killer. For Kareem, going up against Bird felt like battling someone who could literally see the future. Larry had this supernatural ability to read the floor, spot the tiniest weakness, and punish you before you even realized it was there. He didn't need freakish athleticism, no crazy hops, no lightning speed. What he had was a razor-sharp mind and an unshakable confidence that never wavered. And then there was the trash talk. Kareem often said Larry didn't need to shout. One short line from him could cut you down, and then, right after, he'd drain a jumper in your face just to prove the point. Bird was dangerous everywhere on the floor. His shooting, his rebounding, his court vision. He could take over a game in any way he wanted. The 1984 finals between Kareem's Lakers and Bird's Celtics still burns in Kareem's memory. Larry simply refused to quit. Every possession, every play, he attacked like it was life or death. Kareem admitted Bird's relentless work ethic forced him to adjust his entire game plan. You couldn't take a play off because Bird wouldn't let you breathe. And when he nailed a big shot, he'd just glance at you, calm as ever, like it was the most natural thing in the world. That was Bird's edge. He didn't just beat you physically, he broke you mentally. And that cold, calculated confidence is what made Larry Bird one of the fiercest rivals Kareem ever faced, and an icon the game will never forget. Hakeem Olajuwon, the king of footwork. Guarding him was like trying to stop a storm wrapped in elegance. He represented a new generation of centers, ones who blended finesse, athleticism, and raw fundamentals into pure artistry. Kareem admitted, Hakeem was different. He didn't just overpower you, he outsmarted you. His moves weren't just basketball, they looked like dancing. The famous dream shake, the spins, the fadeaways, you never knew what was coming next. One of Kareem's most vivid memories was Hakeem's MVP season in 1994, when he carried the Rockets to the championship. He wasn't just reacting to the game, he was dictating it. Defense into offense, skill over size, brains over brute force. Kareem respected him deeply, saying watching Hakeem was like watching a masterclass. He proved dominance doesn't always come from power. Sometimes it comes from brilliance and just a touch of magic. And then there was Elvin Hayes, the silent assassin. Nicknamed the Big E, Hayes had that perfect mix of size and skill, and his fadeaway jumper was almost as unstoppable as Kareem's Skyhook. Elvin wasn't flashy, he was steady, relentless. Every rebound, every shot, every possession, he made you work for it. If you underestimated him for even a second, he'd punish you. Kareem remembered those Lakers verses, bullets, battles in the 70s, saying, Elvin never backed down. He matched my intensity every single night. He didn't need the spotlight. His game spoke for him. Consistently among the league leaders in scoring and rebounding, Elvin Hayes proved that greatness isn't about ego, it's about effort. And that's what ties all of Kareem's toughest rivals together. Wilt, Walton, Malone, Bird, Hakeem, Hayes, each one tested him, each one pushed him past his limits, and because of them, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar became one of the greatest ever. These weren't just games, they were wars. And through those battles, the game of basketball reached heights no one could have imagined. So tell me, which of Kareem's rivals do you think pushed him the hardest? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into basketball history, hit that like button, share this video with a true NBA fan, and subscribe so you never miss the legend stories that shape the game.